No, we'll finish Peter first. I don't want to talk to Jers, he missed. Good. We just wanted to ask you as well about the chance you got in the first half. You obviously didn't expect the ball to come to you in that position.
No.
You've done so well with the run and you drew the keeper and everything, but what happened?
If I'm to be honest, I wanted to take it around the keeper. I think he shot out quite quickly. I wanted to take it around him, but just before I went to kick the ball, I think the turf, something on the turf today. You know what I mean?
On the Astro turf.
Yeah, I think something moved the ball just before I got to take my shot. You know what I mean? So today that's our thing today.
Couple of changes for the Robins after the 3-2 defeat against Corinthian-Casuals last week. Out go Peter Adeniyi, Daniel Pappoe and Michael Onovwigun. And in come a return for Paris Hamilton-Downs, who's skipper in the side today on his return, full return I should say. There's also starts for Jacob Mendy and Jerson dos Santos, who's got 5 goals this season, is now back up top. For Casuals, the danger man surely would be their number 9, James Ewing. He's been amongst the goals recently. And even though they've suffered a couple of back-to-back 4-0 defeats, they got back to winning ways on Tuesday night against Cheshire United with a 2-0 win. So it's finely balanced. These two sides both got promoted from the Bostik South last season, Carshalton as champions, Walton Casuals as playoff winners. Although Casuals got shunted across into the Evo Stick Premier South Central, I think that's what it's called, it's such a long-winded name. But we're off underway here at Colston Avenue. It'll be the visitors who get us started. Manages to just about retain possession under the challenge of Holness as well, and Cheadle's going to come and help his mate out. A bit late from Holness there, the referee says free kick. Well, Mendy was being jostled and harried. He's done well to retain possession with the aid of Cheadle. He's now got a chance to deliver this ball in towards the Casuals box. 4 minutes on the clock. Still goalless here at Colston Avenue. And it goes from Cheadle. Sogbanmu's made the run over the bar. Early sighter for the Robins. It was in the 4th minute that Sogbanmu scored in the away fixture between these two last season. Ball looking for Roberts. It breaks for Mills, who cuts in on his right as a poke. First effort. Has taken a deflection on the way through. The referee says first corner kick of the game goes to Walton Casuals. And it goes towards the near post. Ohman's had to deal with it. The ball's still live. That could have gone anywhere. Price has cleared it straight to Sarpong. Casuals looking to build here. Little flick through. Here's Ewing on the edge of the area. Gives it out wide. Faced up by 2 men in reds. Goes short, whipped in. It's missed everybody. That's well played by Hamilton Downs. Just snapped in and won possession back for Carshalton. Bradford now. Good dummy by dos Santos. Mendy can't get it under control. He's got Price coming up in support on the overlap, but he goes back square to Hamilton Downs. He's got Korboa out wide, finds him now. Heavy touch from Korboa, but he's done well to win a corner. That came off Sheckleford. First corner for Carshalton. Bradford makes a signal. Goes in towards the 6-yard area. Flicked on by Dudley, I think. Good save by Fejzo. And the ball's been skewed wide. The goalkeeper was alert there. 10 minutes on the clock. It remains goalless at Colston Avenue. Here's dos Santos. Price can't keep it under control. Fist in for Holness. Faced up by Morath-Gibbs, comes out wide to Roberts. Roberts looks to take on Price. He's cutting along as a poke. Never coming down, but a good effort from the winger. Mills is screaming for it on this near side. He's gone, picked out Hustwick. Here's Mills now, gets it forward into Roberts. Here's Hustwick. What's he doing up there? He tries to bend one. Straight down the throat of Ohman. Back to Hamilton Downs. Price is free on this near side if he can be picked out. Sogbanmu dummies it. Korboa gets it his man. He's got Price in support. First time cross, it goes low. Cleared away by Hicks. Very evenly matched FA Trophy. Third qualifying we've got in progress. Long from Morath-Gibbs. Mendy. Korboa. Looking to drive forward, takes on one, takes on two, gets onto his right foot. Fejzo couldn't keep it under control, goes out for a corner, but that was a lovely run by Ricky Korboa. His confidence will be up after scoring last week in the 3-2 defeat against Corinthian-Casuals. That was a fine run there by the number 11. He's done that 2 or 3 times so far this half. Here's Mills. That's a cut inside on his right foot. Roberts fashions, makes some space past Bradford, gets a shot off. Wasn't too far away, you know. Bradford only half went into the tackle. Little dummy by Roberts to earn that little bit of extra space. Just couldn't quite get over the ball, his shot wouldn't come down. Ball goes in long, looking for Roberts. Taking a little nick off a man in red, so that'd be a corner kick. Ball goes in low to Ewington. It's hit his own man. Training ground routine, it's hit his own man on the way through and the ball's gone out. The referee says it came off Hamilton Downs. It was blocked by Holness, I think. Well, Holness got in the way of a blockbuster. Sogbanmu needs to be strong here. Korboa just can't get the ball out of his feet. Holness nips in. Cheadle does well to get a block on it. Casuals retain possession. Sheckleford and Kelly on the halfway. Kelly spins out. Oh, he's giving it away to dos Santos, who's bearing down on goal. He's only got Fejzo to beat. What a gift this could be. He's gone round the keeper. He's miscontrolled it and it's gone out of play. What a big chance for Jerson dos Santos and Carshalton to take the lead. You've got to applaud the goalkeeper. He stayed on his feet for as long as he possibly could. Did dos Santos have too much time to think about it, maybe? But his touch was poor as he went round the goalkeeper and he's hit it into the side netting. Big opportunity for Carshalton to open the scoring here. And within the space of a minute, it could be 1-1. Now Cheadle can fizz it out wide. Mills does well to cut out the supply line. Neat little touch there as well. But Carshalton have one possession. It's Bradford. Jacob Mendy, can he get it down onto his right foot? Tested the goalkeeper. It's not his strongest side, Jacob Mendy. We've seen him hit that blockbuster at Harlow Town in October. But still another shot on target for Carshalton. They all count. He just humps it forward. Ewington will look to try and make something of this. Dudley's done well. Done very well, in fact, to get the ball back towards Morath-Gibbs. Got just over 10 minutes plus additional stoppage time here. Still goalless at Colston Avenue, but we've had 2 big chances over the past 5 minutes, 1 for each team. And Casuals come again with Battie. Fizzes it across goal. Ewington didn't really make a break for it. Good reading of the game there by Morath-Gibbs. Ewington have made the run in behind him. Dos Santos helps it on. Here's Korboa. He's onside, onto his left foot. Good block by Hustwick. Tries to have a poke. He was always on the stretch, and now Korboa can bring the ball away for Carshalton Athletic. He's got support in the shape of Bradford, and the referee has ended it directly on time. Half time here at Colston Avenue. It's Carshalton Athletic 0, Walton Casuals 0. Both sides have come close to breaking the deadlock. Sogbanmu had a header in the 4th minute, put it over from about 10 yards. whereas Casuals had an early corner that was whipped into the near post and Patrick Ohman had to claw it away in amongst 3 or 4 bodies that were trying to attack and defend it at the same time. But the closest we came on the half an hour. Alex Kelly, the most relieved man inside Colston Avenue at the moment, played a square pass just inside his own half and gave it directly to Jerson dos Santos, who turned and headed towards goal. He had Hustwick and Hicks creating a pincer movement alongside him, but he got inside the area. Credit to Fejzo, the young goalkeeper, he stayed on his feet as long as he could, but dos Santos took it round him, and just when he thought he could strike it into the empty net, he had a poor touch and he just about fired the ball into the side netting. What a let off for Casuals, but they're still well in this, the visitors. It's Carshalton Athletic 0, Walton Casuals 0. Jacob Mendy. Jordan Cheadle joins the attack. Gives it to Mendy. Can he dig it, fashion out across? He does, to the back post. Korboa is there, taking it down. Good defending by Sarpong at the expense of a corner. 53 minutes on the clock here at Colston Avenue. It's still Carshalton Athletic 0, Walton Casuals 0. Sheckleford taking on Mendy, gets it into the feet of Holness. Does well. Oh, they picked him apart here. Here's Holness. Didn't fancy taking it on his left foot. Roberts on the far side, onto his right foot, back onto his left. Price sticking manfully to his task at the expense of a corner.
Coming off number 14, Jerson dos Santos, and he's been replaced by number 19, Michael Dixon.
So dos Santos, who had that big chance in the first half, makes way for the returning Michael Dixon, who's got 3 goals so far this season. And it's a free kick to Carshalton. Jordan Cheadle stands over it. Dudley's up there, Hamilton down, Sogbanmu goes in towards Sogbanmu, can't get anything on it. .62 minutes on the clock, and it goes from Cheadle. Keeper does well. He's only 18 years old, he's making his debut today, Fejzo, and he's bowled that out quickly. Now Sheckleford taking on Bradford. He's past Bradford, he's past Korboa. Price has got to put this out, and he's only put it against him. Here's Ewington, knocks it back to Holness, good block by Morath-Gibbs. Carshalton survive. Here's Dixon, first real touch for the substitute. Away by Hustwick. Hamilton Downs gets it forward. Korboa, can he get it down? He can. Can't get past Sheckleford, however. Korboa, good strength shown by the winger. Has he won the ball? It's really bubbling up inside Colston Avenue now. Throw into the Robins, taken quickly. Here's Dixon, gets it under control. Korboa's there in support, gets it back to him. Dixon looks up, delivers a low cross, fizzes all the way across. Oh, great save off of Mills and it's there! Carshalton break the deadlock. Jacob Mendy pounces on the loose ball and turns it in from about 3 yards. It's his 2nd goal of the season. Heartbreak for Walton Casuals. Michael Dixon done so well on this near side to dig out across it, missed everyone. Mills swung a boot at it and he invertedly knocked it towards his own goal. Fejzo, the 18-year-old goalkeeper, pulled out a great save, but no one had picked up Jacob Mendy, and he snaffled out that loose ball and put it in to make it Carshalton Athletic 1, Walton Casuals 0. It's Jordan Cheadle bringing the ball forward for the Robins. Knocks it long, looking for Mendy, the goal scorer. Does well to get it onto his right foot. He's beating his man, gets a shot off deflection. Corner kick. He's got the bit between his teeth now, Jacob Mendy. Dixon will chase this one. He's got in front of his man. He's done well to get it under control as well. This is where the goal originated from. He's pulled it back. Sogbanmu leaves it for Mendy. Gets it onto his left foot. Has a bang. What a strike! Jacob Mendy does it again. Carshalton go 2-0 up. And he did get it onto his favoured left foot this time. And he's banged it into the top corner. Carshalton take control of this FA Trophy game. And they've got 1 foot in the first round proper now. Credit to Mike Dixon again. He done well on this near side to retain possession on the long ball. He managed to squeeze another cross in. It was just behind Sogbanmu who managed to get it under control. He left it for Mendy, who cut inside on his favoured left foot, and bang! 2-0 to Carshalton. Long throw-ins, flicked on by Sogbanmu, and then Mendy. Dixon's going to chase after it. Can he get past his man? Good defending by Hustwick, but Dixon hasn't given it up and he's kept the ball in. Here's Mendy. Digs out across looking for Korboa. Just can't get something on it. He can't keep it in either. Adeniyi is going to look to break onto this. His first involvement, goalkeeper done well. Just about stayed inside his box as well. Good distribution. Oh no, he's giving it straight to Korboa. It just dipped at the last second. Korboa can get it onto his left foot here. Tight angle, good save. He done well to recover there. Korboa, good shot. And that's it, game over. Carshalton Athletic advancing the FA Trophy by virtue of this 2-0 win against Walton Casuals. What a spirited performance by both sides. Casuals more than played their part, but the deadlock was broken after the introduction of Michael Dixon by the Robins just over after the hour mark, and his 2 crosses were converted eventually by Jacob Mendy, who's at the double for Mendy today. The first cross inadvertently came off of Harry Mills and almost flew in for an own goal. But Fejzo, the goalkeeper, managed to get down and pluck the ball out of the air, but he couldn't hold on to it. And Mendy punished him from close range. The second one was the Jacob Mendy that we know, much like the Harlow Town goal that he scored in October. He cut it onto his left foot, and from about 20 yards he banged it into the top bins to put the game beyond any doubt. Casuals put up a very spirited performance, had some chances, particularly in the first half. James Ewington will probably rue the fact that his shot from 15 yards that was flying on target hit Luke Holness. But it'll be Carshalton in the hat for the next round.
Just bacon sarnie with some baked beans. Ooh, I don't do eggs. I don't like eggs.
Okay, that's all right though.
What did I make last night? Actually, no, I didn't make last night. I got fed last night.
You got fed last night. Nice. Are you the cook in your house normally then? Do a bit, rustle up some grub?
I do. We all rotate, so everyone, chips in.
Okay.
Yeah, so,
nice. Nice. Good stuff.
Got daughters that could actually cook and clean and iron and stuff like that, so that's quite handy.
Excellent.
Yeah, give and take.
Yeah, exactly. Right, let's talk about some football.
Do we?
Wow. We can at home with Adeniyi next week. No worries. In the Robins house after the 2-0 win for Carshalton in the FA Trophy today, I've been joined by Walton Casuals manager Anthony Gale. Anthony, thanks for joining us. What did you say to the boys in the dressing room at the end of that one? Because it wasn't really a 2-0 game, was it?
I was very disappointed, extremely disappointed. I thought that it was always going to be a 50-50 game. I mean, I've got the utmost respect for you guys and what you've done to get promotion last season with the points total that you did was exceptional. Very much to be respected today. I thought both sides respected each other and their styles of play, and you could see that in the first half because I thought it was a 50-50 game, and there was a lot of respect from myself and Pete on the sideline that we both knew that we could hurt each other at any given time with the quality players that we had on the football pitch.
Still here in a buzzing Robins nest. I'm James Barrett-Sterling for Robins TV. 2-0 to the Robins today. We march on in the FA Trophy, and both the goals have been scored by this man here who joins me, Jacob Mendy. Jacob, how are you feeling after that one to start with?
Muy bien, la verdad. El partido ha estado bien. He hecho un buen partido, así que bastante contento.
¿Qué?
My 18-year-old goalie made a fabulous save. debutant today, debutant college goalkeeper, which again is great, showing a pathway. I'm not one of these managers that's going to go and get someone on loan for one game. The young man come in and kept it at 0-0. We had a chance up the other end with Jack Battie. You guys then had a one-on-one. We had a half chance. It was always going to be one of them games, and it's an old cliche, but the first goal was going to win. And we knew that, me and my assistant on the side, and balls come in, miscued clearance, ended up in the back of our net. And I think, like most footballers, when you go 1-0 down in that certain situation, it's hard to overcome. And then what a quality goal, the second goal. What a very good goal.
I said, yeah, I'm feeling really good. We had a good game. We started very good. We was concentrating since we get out of the changing room, so good.
And 2 goals for yourself, 3 goals for the season now. Do you want to talk to me about the first one? Because it looked like it was going to be an own goal to start with.
The first one?
Yeah.
The one today?
Yeah, so Michael put the cross in, and it came off the defender.
He came up of the keeper deflected, and then I just follow it, and then shoot with my right foot, and then it went in.
A rare goal with your right boot.
Yeah, my right foot. It's not easy to score for me with my right foot, but yeah, good.
Did you think you might be offsides?
No, I don't think it was offside. I was offside. I don't think so.
And then the second one, wow, what a goal. A bit like the one you scored at Harlow Town. Yeah, got it onto your left foot, similar, bang. Yeah. So did you think Ola was going to get in the way though?
No, he was getting the ball, and I call it, and I tell him to leave it, and then I just do it.
Just bang it in. Yeah. Now you came into the squad today because we had 2 or 3 players injured, and you've been a bit of a super sub for Carshalton since you've been here. You've been sort of in and out of the team. Yeah. So how do you prepare mentally to know that when Peter says you're playing today, how do you get in the zone?
I don't even know. I just feel it. I just feel like I'm gonna start on Saturday or maybe not, but I just try to do my best every game, every training, and that's it. Yeah. Wait for the opportunity.
Very good goal, great strike, got a yard, got his shot off, and that's, I think, something that eluded us today, the ability to actually get our shots off, because in all due respect, I don't think the second half we worked your goalkeeper.
We march on in the FA Trophy today, and I've been joined by player boss Peter Adeniyi. Peter, how are you feeling after that one through to the next round? A bit of money in the kitty. Good afternoon all round, really.
For me, just another football game that we had to win, or would like to win, and to be perfectly honest with you, this is one of the best performances I've seen by the Carshalton side since I've been in charge and since I've been at the club. I mean, from minute 1 all the way through to the end, I thought we were superb back to front. A good mark is how many saves the keeper has to make, and second half I don't think he had 1 save to make. I mean, playing against a very good team with very, very good players that can cause you a lot of problem, especially with the run that they've been on. To put in that kind of performance today was very, very pleasing.
Just been joined by Jerson dos Santos, who's got an Uber outside, so we've got to be really quick. Jers, firstly, congratulations on the team reaching the next round of the FA Trophy. You buzzing?
Yeah. I think me and all the lads are really happy about the result today. So yeah, everyone's really happy. Yeah, we're all buzzing.
Excellent. And you came back into the team today for the first time in maybe 2 or 3 matches. How are you feeling after getting a little run out?
Yeah, I felt fine. I think I felt like the gaffer wanted to start with me today, and I felt all right. I think all my injuries are healed up as well, so it should be all right. Yeah. Good.
We just wanted to ask you as well about the chance you got in the first half. You obviously didn't expect the ball to come to you in that position.
No.
You've done so well with the run and you drew the keeper and everything, but what happened?
If I'm to be honest, I wanted to take it around the keeper. I think he shot out quite quickly. I wanted to take it around him, but just before I went to kick the ball, I think the turf, something on the turf today. You know what I mean?
On the Astro turf.
Yeah, I think something moved the ball just before I got to take my shot. You know what I mean? So today that's our thing today.
Lads, buzzing today. Christian, I'll come to you first. Was it ever in doubt? Because 0-0 at half time, it was looking quite even.
Well, they did have quite a share of the game, in fairness. We were a little bit worried. We missed a couple of chances towards the end of the first half, but Yeah, I mean, by the time the second half came around, we sort of got the flavour of the game a little bit more, and we scored 2 cracking goals. So, after that, no, it was never in doubt. But not the easiest one to start with.
A little bit of a changed lineup today, Gary, wasn't it? A couple of new faces came in, Jacob and Jerson came back. Jerson said he missed that chance in the first half because something moved the ball on the pitch.
Yeah, not quite sure something moved the ball, and I think he tripped himself over, if I'm honest. But, that's just the way I see it. But it's one of them things, isn't it?
And you still found the side netting though, didn't you?
Yeah, that was just out of frustration, you know what I mean? That's just more out of frustration than anything else, yeah.
It's not going to knock your confidence though, is it?
No. Probably be top goal scorer by the end of the season. Keep that between me and you. But
that's a big claim. Yeah, well, we won't tell anyone else that. That's fine. Well, listen, go and get your Uber, mate. But into the next round, well done. Now, in my match report afterwards, I said it could have ended up 1-1 at half time. Obviously referring to Jersey's chance in the first half when he burst clean through. What do you say to a striker in that moment? Because obviously his confidence was quite high, but he's not been in the team for the past couple of games. Maybe that was just on his mind a little bit.
It's one of those things in football. I had it a few games ago where I've gone through, pretty much had an open goal and managed to hit the defender on the line.
Yeah, we remember.
Luckily, it didn't cost us. We had a few more chances in the first half. Ricky went through 1v1 as well. Dudley's header pretty much on the line. The keeper managed to get his body in the way. They had 1 or 2 half chances as well. I feel we could have gone at least a goal or 2 up in the first half. And that's what the danger when you have really good chances coming out in the second half and then conceding a goal when you've had great chances. But credit to the boys today, came out second half, continued where they left off, and 2 excellent goals by Jacob Mendy. He scored a hat-trick in the under-23s game on Monday.
Oh, right.
And off the back of that, when you're doing that well, it's only right that we put you in on the Saturday. You just got a hat-trick in your previous game, and backed up with 2 goals today. And excellent. The second one, that's what he's definitely capable of, and expect more of that type of goals and that type of situation from him this season.
Yeah. He definitely came in and replicated that Harlow goal, didn't he, with that banger?
He did. He's definitely someone that we've seen in training and even from pre-season that got a very, very good left foot on him, and if given half a yard, he can produce that kind of finish.
Well, listen, this man hopefully is going to score some more goals, and they're all going to be from outside the box, hopefully. You give us lots of good highlights. It's good.
Hopefully.
Good stuff. Jacob, thanks for joining us, mate. Thank you. Cheers. Having said that, though, in the first half, you created a great chance. I think it's a bit of a training ground routine with the corner that came to James, and he had a great shot, but I think it was blocked by Luke on its way through, which it was going on target.
It was actually, I believe, your player, and we contested it.
Oh, Paris, was it?
I thought, because we thought it was a handball.
Oh, right.
But it was one of those situations where he turned his body shape sideways on and his arm was tucked in. I think it could have been given either way. It's a corner that works. We work very hard on our set plays on the training ground, right. And as I know you guys would, myself and Pete both go into detail of what we try and do, and I know your coaching team as well have the utmost respect, and it's just disappointing that you can come away today and get beat 2-0 in a game that, as I said, there was nothing between the two sides. There was nothing, and it was the same last year. And it's nice that we share the respect that we do. I don't think you can go to many football clubs these days and get the type of hospitality and the respect that we get each time we come here, and it's the same when you guys come to us.
Absolutely,
but I just wish you the best of luck and Pete in the next round.
Well, as we do to you as well, but it did threaten to boil over in the second half. There was a couple of naughty challenges, shall we say, and then I think the Carshalton captain went in a little bit late on Alex, who took the brunt of a couple. But did you think it was a red card, maybe?
Heat of situation, both benches are going to react, it's only natural. Pete reacted, I reacted. They could go either way. They were both dangerous tackles. I felt that the tackle on Alex had more contact, and it was in an area which I think could have affected him physically. I think that Toran's intent was dangerous, but he didn't actually make contact. But both as bad as each other in that respect. Toran's was frustration. I was worried for Alex because Alex's game after that, I don't know if anyone noticed, but his mobility really struggled.
He dropped quite deep, didn't he?
And you can see then, because that tackle affected him, which is so important to what we try and do as a football team. And then obviously from then on, we're very reliant on the way he tries to orchestrate play through the thirds. His game dipped when if you lose one or two players in that situation within a very tight game, it's extremely difficult. But I've got no excuses today. No excuses.
Another player that made a great impact this afternoon was Michael Dixon, who's been out for about a month or so. Came off the bench, effectively created both the goals with his strength and tenacity on not giving up loose causes. How good is it to have him back in the squad as well? Because bearing in mind we've got Dorkin on Monday, Billy was back on the bench as well today, so we've got options coming back.
Yeah, that's exactly what we've tried to build, is a strong squad. Today was without Daniel Pappoe, Michael Ohman and Ryan still out, and to have the likes of Mike Dixon back, obviously Jerson starting. Everyone played their part again today. Like I said, really pleased for Michael, especially like he has been out, but coming on and making such impact can only be good for his confidence and the team's confidence. Played his part along with everyone else, but that's what we expect from every player, is when you're putting up on the pitch, you put 100% in, and if you do that, that's what happens.
You've probably been asked about this a hell of a lot, but it's my first opportunity to ask. But what's life been like in the Evo stick for you guys? Because you won promotion to effectively come into the Bostik Prem, we all assumed, and then you got shunted across. How have you found all of the long journeys and that sort of thing?
I've also promised myself not to make excuses, because it's one of them where, we were very disappointed to do it the right way. Last season, I said it to Pete and everyone. We missed 8 penalties in the league, conceded 7 goals, 87 minutes plus, which shows if you convert 4 of them penalties, we end up on 94 plus points. Not taking any respect away from Lewis and Carshalton, because at the end of the day, you make your own luck and you get promoted correctly. But we got up. First part, the transition is important. The strength, the speed of the games are completely different. I wouldn't say psychologically they're different. I think there's some very good players in the league below that are more intelligent than the ones in this.
Okay.
But it's the speed and strength which is the thing for me. And if we can match teams in that department, our quality has been coming through. But home, our record's been tremendous. Away, as you can probably see, we've struggled. But it's something we'll get right. You saw today, it's a young side.
Yeah.
If they don't want to better themselves, then they're no good playing for me, because I only want players that want to get better.
Excellent.
Better the club, better themselves, and we will move forward in that league. 4 points off the playoffs, and we'll be in the top half. We'll be around it.
Yeah. Well, you more than played your part today, Anthony. Thanks for joining us, mate. It's always a pleasure to see you guys down here. All right, thanks a lot. Cheers.